No, I want that. Let's see. Did I already forget how to? No. Okay. Yeah. I think this is what we'll end up rolling with. All right, so this is my 1990 Honda Accord. All right. I think I can work with that. So, this is my 1983 Honda Accord that I just recently, actually today, got. So, I need to see what's wrong with it. Because right now it has a crank no start. And from the little bit of preliminary reading I did, it's most likely going to be either this ignition module or there's a fuel pump shut-off relay in the cab, and I just want to make sure that this didn't fail, because this one's a lot easier to get to rather than taking the fuse block off. But also, the guy who I bought this car from had told me that this has been an ongoing issue that he was trying to solve, and then just some health problems got in the way. Oh boy, that is not fucking good. I'm pretty sure this wire is supposed to fucking be blue, but yeah, it is not that anymore. So that's interesting. But okay. Yeah. And this one, oh god, I wonder what I'm gonna find under this one. Probably more of the same. Oh cool. Oh yep. Yep. Yep, so looks like the shielding was removed from these wires. Oh, God. Okay. Well, let me. I don't have a battery. Let me see about getting the service information. I am working on a 1983 Honda Accord. Yep, thanks, man. Let me grab my scan tool. Or, sorry, not scan tool. My, there it is. My voltage meter. Technically, it's a DDM or DMM, digital multimeter. All right. So let's see. I don't know how well that screen is going to come through, but and confirm that we have 12 volts at the these hooked up, or yeah, they're hooked up in voltage. Okay, so it might not power it until it has a key on. Which, oh yeah, there we go, 12.5. So I'm just gotta go between, jam this one in here. So that's grounded. And then I gotta go turn the, well, I'll disconnect these first so I don't fucking electrocute myself. Damn, that has not been off in a long ass time. All right. Key. Key on. $12 volts. And 12 volts. So the wiring, at least to the ignition control module, is good. And I guess with it, I can still check the continuity. So continuity is so negative on blue, 14, 3 mega ohms. There should not. Yep. All right. Well, that part is good, which is good, because it is not uncommon to see new in-box parts fail straight away, which is sad, but that is kind of, unfortunately, the way things are. And you just kind of have to deal with it. Make sure your product that you're buying comes with a return or a warranty. And make sure you warranty it. Otherwise, you could be screwed out of the money. Ask me how I know. All right, so the next part of it will be over here. And I guess I can go around here. There she is, right next to Mitsubishi, or Hazmat. I don't know why I have all of a sudden randomly developed the need to get so many Japanese economy cars. But such is life. So, this right here, holy fuck, that's annoying. So, this fuse panel actually has a fuel pump cutoff relay back here behind it. I'm actually have my fingers on it right now. So, next thing I got to do is I got to pull this fuse block back and disconnect it, and then check for voltage on this shutoff relay back here. Because that shutoff relay, once it gets power through the key, it sends that power to this relay, and that relay then sends the power up to that ignition control module and the coil through the blue wire, and it also sends power to the fuel pump. And the guy who I got this car from told me that he put a new fuel pump in it already. So my suspicion leads me to believe, and he's an older gentleman who owned this car, and he basically said that he has some problems, so he couldn't continue working on the car anymore, but he's friends with my grandfather, and that's how I came into possession of this car. But he told me that he's already had the fuel pump changed on it. So, and he took it to a Honda dealership where a dealer there looked at the car and said that there is something underneath the dash that's responsible for powering the fuel pump. And my suspicions tell me that it's probably that relay that we were just looking at, or I was just talking about. So, if that is the case, then all I need to do is replace that relay, assuming all these checks go good. That's the most important part, is I got to make sure that all of the wiring is actually okay. Otherwise, this will be all for nothing. So, let's see here. Looks like there's that one right there. And then, is there one up here too? Or is it just that one? That would be sick if it's just that one, but I doubt it. And I do actually believe him that this stuff was replaced because he has all the boxes, or he had all the boxes in the back of the car on the back seat for all these parts. And the car seems like it's in pretty good shape. There's gotta be. Yeah. There's, well, is that actually holding the... I need to grab my light so I can look up there. Yeah. That looks like it would be the one. So some kind of, not necessarily a screwdriver, but something I can shim in there. Might actually try to see. There it is. Okay. There's the relay. Right there. So now I need to grab my multimeter and test these connections inside the back of that this block, see if they have power. Let me check if I have another one that might have skinnier probes. I need a back probe kit from ASE Wave. That would be the shit. Don't think that one's any smaller. Those are all the terminal keys, but doesn't really help me. Let me get this set up to where I can read it. And let's see if I can. There we go. Yeah, it's dark, but ground would be good ground. Probably, that's pretty corroded, but I don't know. That's what I got right now. So hopefully that works, but I don't have a lot of faith in that actually working. So let's see if I can get in here with this. I'm probably gonna have to do it with this hand. Oh, sorry. I'll just grab them both and crawl on in there. There's not a lot of room to do this, unfortunately. I might have to move you back for a bit. I don't have faith that I'm going to be able to get that in there. Nope, probably not. Wonder if I can. Wonder if I can do two things. One, see if I can skip a couple diagnostic steps. And two, see if I can possibly, if I can skip a couple diagnostic steps and in the process make a small jumper wire, I should be able to get that going, at least a little bit. Okay, here we go. Where are my spools of wire? So, I actually remember I do have a jumper wire that I made a while ago. That one. My plan is to take significantly thinner, and I'll just cut it. And strip it. Now, having just bare copper is not exactly a good jumper wire, but the idea is if I can get these pushed into the back of that relay over there, or not relay, sorry, if I can get it pushed into the back of that fuse block in a moment, just turn the key on to see if I get power, then hopefully that will indicate that the relay is bad, but the wiring is good. Because I would really fucking hate for the wiring to be bad in this thing. Especially considering how long it sat outside. Like, there's no telling at this point what could have caused it to fail, basically. And like I said, my hope is that it's something stupid simple like a fucking relay. Even though I looked online, this fucking relay is like $90, which is stupid. Fucking wire. God damn it. For anyone who's wondering why I'm going down the route of jamming a jumper wire in where a relay should go, or not, it actually said to do this in the service information. So I am literally just doing what the service information told me to do. But unfortunately, this fucking jumper wire needs to be installed right next to each other in the same, like, terminals right next to each other. So I almost need to, like, pre-form it to be dead nuts next to each other. And these are spade terminations too, so it's not like it's a bullet connector. Okay. God, I hope that's contacting. Now, if the fuel pump doesn't work, it's not to say that it's necessarily dead. It could also very well be the god-awful job that I just did of jamming that jumper wire in there. But no joke, after hooking up the multimeter to each one of those ports, which these ends are too wide to fit in there. But it actually said after that to pull this relay out and put a jumper wire back there, see if the fuel pump comes on. That sounds like a fucking fuel pump to me. Is that wire getting hot? No. But it hasn't made that noise so far. Go check what the battery's reading, or that jump pack, sorry. Because, again, I don't actually have a jump pack. Or, I mean, fuck. I don't have a battery. Ooh. It smells like fuel out here. It smells like fuel. Significantly. So, that's interesting. Still got 12 volts. Wow. Holy God, it smells like fuel. I don't have a fuel leak, do I? No, but carburetor is... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. That carburetor definitely has a fuel leak. Wow, there is... Holy shit. You gotta see this. There's a puddle of fuel sitting down in the carburetor. Check this out. there is a literal puddle of fuel sitting in the carb. You see that? Look. All right. There's dead ass a puddle of fuel sitting down there, and this whole area is now wet. And I can see fuel dripping right there, which is not fucking good, because that